Hello, it's me, Josh Hunter. I'm currently on on the planet Earth, and want to introduce a new term. I'm not so certain that I want this to catch on. Not that really matters. I mean, I guess it would matter to some people, but okay. So, you know, so, all right. As you know, I'm not like a fan. I mean, all right. I've read a lot of comic books in my life. I like comic books. I haven't been able to read them so much as of like the last decade, but I enjoy comic books. One of my favorite comic books is Batman Year One, written by Frank Miller, and I don't know. I love the idea of like just Batman like in sweats and like barely a mask and just like not being very good at being Batman. Like that's what I like because when you think about Batman, like he's always like everything is like just like so perfect. Like he doesn't make any mistakes, doesn't make any errors. Like he's always like, even when he gets injured, like that's all like a part of it. It seems anyway. Like he takes it like a champ. But like Batman Year One, like you see him, and and Jim Gordon has just had like his baby. Like it's pretty neat. Uh, so all I do like comic books, but I kind of have like an issue with the concept of heroes. Not the television show, but come on. All right. All right. Once more, let me remind people. Sometimes I know I sound like I'm like talking to someone, or that there's like several different conversations going on within my head. I just move very quickly. Okay, my mental speed, has been clocked at least like 150,000 miles an hour. So I just want to make sure that I don't want anybody, because I notice the tone in my voice. There are these slight shifts, and so I just. Anyway, um, so this idea of like a person, a being or a person being considered a hero because they punched and kicked their way into something, or they punched and kicked their way, you know, to save someone, or to quote unquote defeat a villain. And it's like these guys with their muscles and their electricity and their ability to control weather and super strength and all their superpowers. I mean, I guess in an emergency, those things would be kind of like neat, but I mean, that's not the way you solve crime. Okay, that's not. If you have the time, like if your livelihood is not dependent upon you like solving a crime very quickly, then I would imagine that the best thing to do would be to sit down and understand the cause of crime, the cause of these things that like all right, when a person gets like robbed or mugged, like is that preventable? Like is it possible to see a person getting mugged from like a while, like a far away, and to prevent it from happening? So all right, that's one question. But before you say, oh, can you, the mature question would be, should you? If you are able to stop crime, should you stop crime? Do you understand what a real crime is? And so I'm not like I'm not all about like this new hero fad. Like people are like all about, oh yeah, dude, Avengers and fucking Justice League. Yeah, they're just gonna fucking punch their and kick their weight. Do you realize how many buildings were destroyed in the production of those films? All right, I mean like in the movies, yes, but I'm just saying like these guys are not heroes. They cause billions of dollars worth of damage. Like that's not a hero. That's clumsy. It's sloppy. Like that's that's amateur hour incarnate, pal. So I'm not like a big fan of heroes. I'm saying like, all right, you got all this money, you got all these powers. Why don't you sit down, do some mathematics, and then see if there's some way you can, quote unquote, save the day without like destroying like millions of things. People spend a lot of time building those buildings. People got memories there. They got all kinds of things, and you just anyway. Um, so I have heard this phrase. sometimes when they say, when in the modern vernacular, it is sometimes said that when a person is doing very well, you say that they are killing it. Apparently that's like, that's what it means when you're like being successful, like when you're really like, you're on point, you're hitting every mark. So I would like to introduce this term. I kind of have a bad feeling. Well, not a bad feeling. Let's see. All right. I would like to introduce this term. Damn it. That's how much. So let's. All right. The simplistic. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay. So it is said that like when you're doing well, or like when you're really like, doing what you're supposed to, we say, oh, this guy's killing it. So I was thinking, like, because if you assume that killing it is what you shouldn't do, like literally speaking, like to kill a thing, if kill equals bad, or kill has a connotation of being bad, no matter what you're killing, then I think that when a person is not, hitting the marks, when a person is like just completely wrong in every sense of the word, when a person is just doing everything wrong, and is not on point, I think we should. Okay, so the first iteration of this was called saving it. Okay, so all right, the opposite of killing it, we say, oh, this guy's saving it. Like when someone is just like, they can't get it right, like no matter what, no matter how hard they try, they just can't get it right. So it says, oh, he's killing it. It's like, oh, dude, this guy's totally saving it. He is saving it. And then the next iteration of that, the next logical slang evolution, you would say, oh, well, this guy's a hero. when someone's like really like they are not good at whatever it is that they are attempting to do. They are just very bad, amateur, just like, oh, dude, this guy, he's the total hero. He's all right. So that's the term. So I guess you could start with saying, or you could choose whatever you want. I would say, because if you just say, oh, this guy's a hero, it makes it more exclusive, is what I'm saying. If you just say, oh yeah, dude, this guy's totally saving it, like, yeah, we know what that means, but but if you say, oh, this guy's a hero, that way you can kind of make it like like a kind of like a backwards insult. Or not a backwards insult. I mean, I don't believe that you should be insulting people, but some people, like, they can't help it. Like, they want to insult, but they just, like, even if they knew that insulting was the wrong thing to do, they would have such a hard time not insulting someone. So with this term, you give the insulters, an opportunity to privately engage in their insulting activity, while still getting the opportunity to be a part of, like, modern slang warfare. Oh, that's pretty fucking clever. Alright. That felt pretty good. Alright. Also, let's please keep in mind that all these videos that I've made, we're talking like 100 plus videos, like, I don't have any feedback, so I have no idea, like, what people actually think about what I'm, what I'm recording. No, like I said, hardly anybody has been, so if I'm, like, not reading the room, or if the climate has changed severely, I mean no disrespect to anyone or anything. Like, I'm not, I literally, I mean, there's no one, I'm fucking out here all day, trying to, salvage what's left of my sanity, and I want to be a healthy person. I enjoy, like, good health, and it's not my intent, and I'll say it again and again. It's not my intent to insult anyone, or make anyone feel like they're less than what they are, or to just make a mockery of the things which people hold, which they truly hold important in their heart. So I'd like to believe that I'm a person who understands how things. I like to believe that I'm a person who understands, climate. I like to believe that I'm a person who can read the room pretty accurately. Not to say that I always. Yes, all right. I'd like to say that I'm a person who can read the room accurately, and I say what I need to say accurately as well. And I'm not like. I understand people. I understand how they feel. I understand what they want. I understand their needs and desires, and I understand how to help them achieve those goals. And I just... man, that felt good too. Have you not yet understood how much I love the sound of my own voice? Do you think that's air you're breathing? We are steadfastly approaching peak obnoxiousness. We are currently at an altitude of 47,000 feet. We will reach peak obnoxiousness at about 80,000 feet. Buckle your safety belt. I think if you could, this is where you put the sound of people leaving the room. Like right now, I feel like I can hear people walking away, just people quiet. I mean, obviously I'm outside, there's no one here, but I feel like I can hear someone the audience emptying. Yeah, well. Alright, so I just want to introduce that one term. So, once more, okay, if killing it means, if the term or phrase killing it means to be very successful at one's chosen endeavor, then the term saving it would mean that someone is not very good at their chosen endeavor. And to call that one a hero is the next logical evolution in slang syntax, or I don't know if syntax is the right word, but in slang syntax that would be the next logical evolution, and is in a way kind of more covered, I think, and gives the user of the word or term hero more opportunity to express their feelings honestly without offending anyone needlessly, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Let's just hang out for a bit. It's been a while since we've been able to just sit here and not say anything, so let's see what that feels like. Man, this is nice, isn't it? I like this. I do. I mean, yes, I don't know. I've tried so hard to be a person. I guess if there was, you probably actually no one should know how much effort I put into being myself. I've spent 20 years constructing my present personality. You think I was born this way? All right. Yeah. Oh, probably. Actually, now that I think about it. Okay. Alright. Alright. I'm just trying to leave room, is what I'm saying. Sometimes you need a space where there's nothing so that, it's easier to prepare for other things. Oh, I know what I want to say. Okay, there's another term that I wanted to introduce. Alright, you know how they have black hat hackers? These guys, they hack through force. They don't defend I don't know, networks or whatever. So I wanted to introduce this term. It's called a trucker hat hacker. It's someone who they break into your room with a can of PBR, wearing a trucker hat, and just shout at you like, "Hey, dude, what's your fucking password?" Trucker hat hacker. Okay.